My name is Kayla Katz, and today I'm doing a comparison with PBR items in Alchemy, which is a PBR viewer, PBR capable, compatible viewer, and also showing um, PBR items in Firestorm, which does not have PBR capabilities right now. Firestorm does have a beta group that is testing out the PBR capabilities. And if you want, you can join that group and download the beta version so that you can provide them with feedback um, to help them work on getting PBR into Firestorm. Eventually, everything's going to have to be PBR because the Lindens are switching completely over to PBR. Anyway, so we're going to take a look at what's different about PBR. So let's go look at some items. This is my staging ground where I do like videos or photographs. So I just have random stuff out. And I set these things out. So this is a non-PBR mirror. And as you know, while like oceans can be reflective, other surfaces are not. So like when we have a mirror, we don't see a reflection. Usually they'll give us a decent, texture in lieu of it, but we don't have a reflection. Now you can reflect the sky and the water, the real water, like ocean. Um, so I picked a sky that is sunset. I use Kolmarie's Cloudy Sky Sunset. Um, I wanted color and I wanted clouds for texture. Now this is a non-PBR disco ball, mirror ball. So it picks up a little bit of reflection from the sky, but it's not really PBR, I don't think. And then the other non-PBR thing I have is my candelabra from um, Hextraordinary, which I love them. I love this one too because I use it in my mermaid apartment um, and in my Nemo apartment underwater. So it's metal, but it's non-reflective because that's one of the thing about non-PBR. Like I said, there's no reflection. Now we're going to go look at some PBR items I've set out. And here we have a mirror disco ball, which you can't, it doesn't do anything here. And then this is a gold ball, and again, it doesn't do anything here. And this is a mirror, which again, it doesn't do anything. Now, I also put out some items that I got that said that they were PBR. So this Xmas boot by Lost Spirits is PBR, but it's not really reflective. So it works pretty well in Firestorm and non-PBR environment because it's not really based on reflection like the mirror is. And the Lasagna by What Next and the Tulips by What Next are also supposed to be PBR. But again, it's not based on reflection, so it kind of doesn't really matter. So it works well in Firestorm. Now we have this, who made this again? Inzoxy. Inzoxy. So they made this lamp that's PBR and it's metal, but you can't really, and they made it reflective for PBR, but since this is a non-PBR viewer, you can't really see the effect. So it looks like a flat gray. All right. So that's how everything looks right now. Now we're going to move over to Alchemy and look at the same items to see how they change in Alchemy. So switching over. I am in Alchemy now. And I just realized my outfit's a little bit different in Alchemy too. It's a little more see-through-ish than I realized, which is fine, but it looks like my outfit is also PBR compliant. Alright, so now let's walk. You can already see that there's going to be a difference. But let's start over here like we did before. And with the non-PBR mirror, nothing's changed. Although it's picking up a little orange from the sky. And look at the disco ball. Oh, I should say where things are by. Then this is edit. Let's see, general. It's a serendipity floor mirror by area. Yeah, sometimes my pronunciation is not the greatest. And then this is a disco ball, blue disco ball by Milk Motion. And you can see it's a lot more reflective than it was in Firestorm. So I guess it is PBR. Huh. Okay, I didn't realize that. Cool. And then the other thing is the metal. So it's a little different, but it doesn't have the dramatic change that we're going to go look over here. And you can see this mirror ball. This is the mirror ball, and it is reflecting the sky. And it's also reflecting some of the buildings I have around here. See? I guess the bottom's in shade. So, okay. And then, let's go over here. And then the other thing is this gold ball. Look at how reflective it also is. It's got the sky, and you can see that it has like a lot of my other little buildings showing up here too. My little, what do you call them? Backgrounds? Okay. And then, look, we have a real reflection. Look at that. It's reflecting the building behind me. Now, the thing is, real-time reflection is graphic intensive. Okay, it slows down your graphics. So, you go to your graphic setting, advanced settings, and this whole section on the right-hand side, screen space reflections, mirrors, this is your settings for that. If you want real time versus stat, like let's try static. This is so static only. Okay. Okay, so if we do static only, look, I disappeared out of the mirror because I'm moving, right? But the building behind me isn't. So the building is there. So that's static. And then, and that doesn't use up as much graphics. And then the next one we're going to try out is static and dynamic. So, okay. Okay. So here's static and dynamic. It will reflect, but there's kind of a, look at that, what do you call it? Time lag. Okay. So you can have the effect, but you can see that there's a time lag. Now we go to preferences, advanced. We're going to real time. Okay. The other thing down here is every fourth frame, it shows every fourth frame. So if you're moving, it'll look jerky. If you do every frame, it'll be smooth. Okay, you can see your reflection dancing. Now, again, this is much more intensive than if you didn't. So it depends on your computer settings what you want to do most of the time. But this is real time, and it is every frame. And you can see when I walk in front of the mirror, I'm reflected. Isn't that cool? Okay, so let's go look at the other stuff. And then, like I said before, um, this is, yeah, I think this is What's Lost Spirits. Yeah, What's Lost Spirits. And it's not based on reflection. So it looked good in Firestorm and it looks good now. And these are Lasagna by What Next and the Tulips by What Next. Now, there was something that is reflective, the silverware. So now that I have reflection on, it's reflecting the orange from the sky, right? And then if I were to change the sky, let's change the sky. Alright, let's change it to, so right now we have a sunset sky. I'm going to change it real quick to a summer sky. See? You've got more of the blue, right? And then the sky. So, and now it's reflecting the orange sky. So it had an effect on the metal, but not on the non-metal stuff because just like in the real world, your cheese usually doesn't reflect the sky, but your silverware will. Okay? And yeah, the tulips, they look pretty good. Now, remember how dull the UFO lamp is? Now that it has its reflection ability, it reflects the sky, right? And then if I were to change the sky, so let's change it to summer. And you see, it's really a silver metal, right? So it reflects the sky or the things around it because it's metal. Okay, so I think it's pretty cool. I really do. I especially like the mirror because look at that. You can see everything. You can see yourself. So, yeah, one of the biggest things it's going to be reflective surfaces, and that's the biggest things in PBR. So, oh, and I forgot a couple of items, so just to give credit where credit's due, I got the leaf mirror by searching PBR mirror on Marketplace, and it was for free by Whisper. It was just called mirror. And then the mirror ball simple was $1 by Super Lasagna, I think. And then the gold ball was actually part of a PBR survival kit, which was also for free and had an explanation of PBR and a few items to demonstrate PBR. So now that we've done that, we're going to go over to Scarlet Creative because we're going to look at a PBR house there. So we're here at Scarlet Creative because they made a house that is PBR and Legacy, so you can do both with the E package. So this house is all windows, so I thought it would be a good example of what we might have in the future, or if we switch, when we switch. So here we have my sky that I told you about before, the same sky. Now if you look out, you can see the sky through the window. And if you look around the house, you can see into the house because the windows don't reflect because I'm in Firestorm right now. So I'm leaving Firestorm and we're going to go to Alchemy. I'm now back at Scarlet Creative and we've got the sky over here. So we're going to look at the windows. And on the inside, it's clearer than it was in Firestorm, and you can see out the window. let's see how it works on the outside. Yeah. And like I said, on the outside, the windows are much more reflective. You can see it's reflecting the sky, and then the buildings are gray over there, so it's reflecting the buildings over there. And then what's that yellow dot? Huh. Now, one of the things I notice with PBR is sometimes there's light sources that you don't see, but it will reflect. So if there's a light source over here, it's going to show up. So I think that's probably what that is. Because see, look, down here, I bet you they have some light sources to light this place up. Anyway, so that's going to be the difference. You can look out, but it's harder for them to look in. So that's my comparison of PBR in Alchemy, which is a PBR capable viewer, and Firestorm, which is how we saw it for the longest time. And mostly what I'm seeing is there's going to be a difference in the reflections. I think that's going to be the greatest things, is that we'll be able to do mirror reflections, and metals will also reflect the lights and the environment around them. Anyways, I think it's a very cool thing, and I'm looking forward to seeing more of it. So I hope you enjoyed our little comparison, and give me a like if you like it, and follow me. If you have any suggestions of something else you want me to compare, just let me know and I'll see if I can do something. I'm going to try to do a video each weekend, so that's kind of my project this year. Anyways, I hope you have a great day. Thank you very much for visiting me, and see you later.